What's up, Towson University? My name is Stacey Coles, your host for What's Hot. And this week, we're here to talk about Apollo, Showtime at Towson with CJ.
Hey.
Hey. So my first thing is, tell us a little bit about Apollo at Towson.
So, Showtime at Towson is basically the same thing as, similarly to the renowned, well-known Apollo, Showtime at Apollo at Harlem.
Right.
It has a grand history of like our great actors, great singers, great artists, all the artists in this era and our older era coming on that show, and they made their career. So what I wanted to do is do the same thing for my school and create like opportunities for people that, you know, are amateurs and make a great career for them as well. So when they look back, they can be like, hey, we was on here and look at us now, type of thing.
And when does the event take place? Where? How much does it cost? How can we get there?
Wednesday, March 30th, 8 p.m., live at Stevens Theater, the biggest theater, the biggest venue, the biggest place, the biggest playground at Towson University. It's a Stevens Theater. So it's not an event where you pay for it. I make sure that it's free.
Right.
It's my transitioning event. And when I say transitioning, I'm transitioning on to bigger and better things. So I thought why not go out with a bang and put it at the biggest venue where it's never been done before, and why not make it free so everybody can come and enjoy this milestone with me.
So what performers or what type of performers can students expect to see at the event?
If I tell you, then I'm telling. Man. Just be ready to experience a lot of different events. Of course you're going to have singers. Of course you're going to have dancers and actors and motivational speakers and jugglers and tap dancers, and might have strippers, you know what I'm saying?
So personally, how, besides like the change in the location, how would you say the event has evolved from last year to this year?
You remember we had it last year?
Yes,
you
I
covered
do.
it. So last year, last year was the beginning, and it wasn't even supposed to be in that venue. It was really supposed to be. I always dreamed of it being in Stevens Theater. Like it's supposed to be in Stevens Theater.
Because it was originally in Paul's.
Exactly.
Right.
It was the reason why I was in Paul's because you got to like bid out for places like where you want your event, and I was unable to get the spot that I wanted, so they just put me in Paul's.
Okay.
And, you know, some people thought it wasn't going to be like that big, so they like, all right, put him in Paul's, let him be satisfied. But they didn't know that it's way bigger.
Yeah, a lot of people came.
Yeah, a lot of people came. It was, they weren't expecting those numbers, and it came to a point where they couldn't even let nobody in the venue anymore because it was so big. So I was like, that's why I told you guys, let's put in a bigger venue. So this year, thank God, you know, they believed in me and they believed in my concept and they believed in the numbers. They're like, okay, you can definitely put it in Stevens Theater. So, but to answer your question, I'm sorry for rambling, but it's bigger than Paul's. Like, if you guys don't know what Paul's is like the dining area. It's really small. There's a little stage there, but Showtime at Towson is bigger than that. I think it's bigger than the school. I feel as though if we could fit 5,000 people in that, I think I could get out 5,000 people because it's not just for this school, it's for everybody. It's for all the dreamers. It's for people that's in, let's say, Delaware and Pennsylvania and all over Maryland. So
it goes beyond Towson.
Of course.
And what are some of the challenges in hosting your own event or getting your own event started here?
What's challenge? I don't know what that means. Challenge.
Obstacles. Difficult things.
Difficulties. I don't see obstacles. I see opportunities. I don't see obstacles.
Okay.
But there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of different. You got to deal with different people. You got to deal with different people's time schedules. You got to deal with higher seniority, like superiors over you. So you got to make sure your stuff is straight before you go there. Because I can't go there and present something and it's not, you know, it's not strong and it's not. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It has to make sense so they can buy into it because they're investing. You know what I'm saying? But obstacles, it's just the only obstacle I had was for people to believe in me and believe in my gift and believe in my show. So that's the only obstacle. But other than that, there's no obstacle.
So what do you want students to, or any audience members to take away from the event?
I want them to definitely take away that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm going to ring it. Anything is possible. If you put your mind to it, it's possible. Don't ever in your life in your life, when someone tell you can't do something, do it. Because I'm living testimony that I do what I want to do because I know inside of me I can do it. You feel what I'm saying? So they said I couldn't do this. They don't know the history of this. Showtime at Towson, I brought it 2 years ago. I've been hosting shows since 2013. I've been hosting shows for BSU. I've been hosting shows for ADC. I've hosted shows outside of school. People still don't believe in me. I don't know why. But it's not for me, it's for everyone. Because it's the same way I'm going through something, you're going to go through something. When you get out of college, there's a job that you're going to want, and they're going to say you can't do the job. But you know you can do the job.
Right.
So you better get that job because it's yours. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel as though I want everyone to believe that they can do anything they want to do. Showtime at Towson is the first ever event, and I told you this last year. It's the first ever event that a student has thrown by himself. I made this concept. I mean, granted, I took it from Apollo, but I'm the one that organized everything. It's just that, thank God, I had investors that believed in me, student activities, because I brought it to BSU, they denied it. I brought it to ADC, they denied it. I brought it to the panel of, what's the panel for fraternities and all them?
Greek Life.
Greek Life.
Yeah.
I'm not even Greek, but I brought it to them to see if someone could sponsor me. They denied it too. Nobody believed it, but thank God, student activities believed in me. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody, Duran, definitely look at what I was trying to get at and believed in me. So there's always going to be no's. There's always going to be people that's not going to believe in you. There's always going to be people that say you can't do something, but there's always going to be one yes. And when you get that yes, show it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Let it know. Let them know. You feel me? When God says yes, nobody can say no. Remember that, man. So that's how I feel, man.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.